Hello friends.
Let's try to make it a little more interesting. Say we have default method in our shape. Let's try to add the same method into the child class as well and see which version, whether the default version of the method gets called or the specific method gets called from the circle. I'm changing the implementation by saying printing circle with area. Yeah, looks good. So let's tweak shape client. I'll remove some part of code. So I have this circle one, which is created through this static method, and it is calling the print method. So earlier we have seen that it used to call the default method. So it used to invoke the default behavior, but now the circle has its own print method. So what do you think what will happen? Let's see. As you might have guessed, it calls specific method. That is, the specific methods take precedence over default implementation. That is the rule, and that's what I wanted to show you in this case. Let's go one step further and understand how default methods work in case of multi-level inheritance. So let's take one realistic scenario where we have, let's say, interface called as colored shape. So whenever you want to have your shapes some color, you will use this colored shape interface instead of plain shape interface. So colored shape is basically a shape, so it extends from shape. And what does colored shape do is nothing but it paints the shape, right? So let's say paint the shape and you just pass the color and it will try to give some behavior to it. It should able to paint the shape for given color. There is also a default method over here in colored shape. It will also print the color. So let me just paint with color, and it will also print the color. That color. So I will just have another method called as string get color. So you will also have this get color method which gives the color. This is the default implementation. Let's go ahead and create another class called as colored circle, which implements this. So at this point, what has happened is colored shape implements extend shape, and I have another class called as colored circle. This class basically is a circle and implements colored shape, right? So we need to implement methods. As you know, this being specific class, it will also have a data member called as color, right? And we will have get color and set colors. We need to add a constructor. Let's complete implementation of paint as well. Yeah, feels good about it. Okay, let's instantiate it as we have done the same thing in previous lecture, that we have added a static method. It is my shape interface is also acting as my factory to instantiate its child. The way I'm doing it here is colored circle, create colored circle. I need to pass two things to this: double radius and string color. Probably we'll need to add matching constructor. Return new colored circle, radius and color. Yeah, as expected, we have missed it over here. We need to also pass string color, and we will just set this color over here. Yeah, looks good. Now let's instantiate colored circle. Colored circle is equal to shape. Let's call a static method, and let's pass radius as 5 and color as, let's say, red. Okay, so we have done with the code. Let me just go through it again. So we have a shape and we have colored shape which extends the shape interface. Now we have two abstract methods in colored shape. One is paint method, which takes a color and paints, and another is get color method, which returns the color. Okay, basically what I realize is you really don't need this, because anyways it will have a color, right? So let's tweak this a bit. Pardon me for this. And you can always have color in your child class, or you can even call get color method. Okay, this looks better than earlier implementation. In shape client, I'm creating colored circle, and now I'm calling print method from it. Yeah, okay, let's call print as well. So here, what should happen is a question. Will it invoke print method of colored shape or print method of shape? What will happen? Let's try to see and understand why it does so. So first statement is obviously this. Second one is nothing but result of this. So it is printing the colored circle with color red. And third one is print. So printing the shape with area 78.5 with color red. So basically what it did is it invoked the more specific method, which is nothing but the print method. Because shape is on the top, colored shape is also having the print method with same signature, and you are initiating an object which is inherited from this colored shape. So basically it takes the more specific method from the colored shape instead of taking it from the shape.